Hey fellow real estate investors, are you looking to get economic indicators in order to assess trends across your market as well as the broader United States in one spot? Well, you're in luck because in this video, we're going to cover how to use FRED data in order to pull in together quick, simple dashboards just like this one. My name is Ariel Herrera with the AnalyticsAriel channel, where we bridge the gap between real estate and technology. If you want to take your business to the next level by making empowered decisions with data, then please subscribe to this channel so you can get the latest content on tips and tricks to do so. As well, like us on social media and give us a thumbs up if you want to see more videos just like this. All right, let's get started. Right now, I'm on FRED Economics dashboard page, a dashboard that I created within only 10 minutes. It's really important for you guys to understand, if you haven't seen this already, that I am consolidating a whole set of data sources that are used for real estate in a single location, which you could see in the link below. I found over the last year and a half that data sources for real estate are scattered. They're everywhere and there's no clear documentation of how to use this data. So hence why I created AnalyticsAriel in order to have videos and examples of these data sets, and in particular, this is a mini series for how to use FRED data for not only microeconomic stats, but also macro, and to get detailed information on your market. All right, so now going back to the dashboard, say if you didn't want to create your own dashboard, you just want to replicate this one, go for it. There's also a link below for this public dashboard link. However, maybe you want to tweak this to be more of your own. So what we have now is we have some widgets up top that shows us some quick stats across the US. So we could see we have unemployment level on the top left. Shows us that it's 8,384 per thousands of persons. Very complicated to say. So if we look down, I also have this charted where we could go back between 2016 all the way to current day, which is September of 2021. And we could see how unemployment level was going down for quite some time, and then due to COVID had a large spike. Another really interesting metric to look at is consumer price index, and this one also has another chart on the bottom. Now, I do plan in the future to maybe have a weekly session where we're going over the meaning of these stats and then how does that actually influence how we should be investing or thinking about our markets. But as of right now, this is going to be more of a technical solution. So what you want to do is go to fredstlouis.org. This is FRED's home site, and if you didn't watch the prior video, I highly suggest for you to do so to understand how to navigate this site. But first, what you want to do is create your own account. So on the drop-down, I'm already signed in. What you want to do is make sure you just put in an email and password. I believe you could use your own Google email and password and sign in that way. Next, once you do, you're going to go to My Content, which is going to pull you over to this page. And in here, you have different types of resources you can go to. On the left-hand side, dashboards is what we're going to focus on. And I have two dashboards here. Let's actually go into how we create this dashboard. So we're going to do up here is click Add New and select Dashboard. Then click Create. Select the new dashboard that you just created. Now to get started, we want to add widgets. Widgets are basically the components that are going to comprise our dashboard. So as we could see here, we can have graphs, data tables, a single value, which I find to be very visually appealing to see those single values up front. And there's also maps that you can put too. So let's just start off with a single value. You could look at popular series. This shows you the top things that are being looked at on FRED's site. So for example, unemployment rate. And we could select how we want to view it, which in this case, I think just having the percent is good enough. and we could say how far back we want to go. In this case, I'm going to go back 5 years. Then add widget to dashboard. Now we can see we have unemployment rate percentage, which actually is probably a little more visually appealing than this over here. So this may be changed at the time that you look at it if you look at the public URL. But at this stage, we can actually shift this around by using that bottom right-hand corner. And then we can add in the unemployment rate graph as well. So let's add a widget. We're going to click graph. We could go back to popular series, unemployment rate, and we could then also go back 5 years. And this is going to say always go back 5 years from the current month. You could also adjust that if you want to go back 5 years of data available. I'm just going to select this. Or you can have it very strict where you only want it to be between August of 2016 to August of 2021, which I'm not sure you would want to do that if you're trying to look at data on an updated basis. So now add this widget to the dashboard. And it's going to show up side by side to this one. We can actually drag it to be underneath, so it's a little bit easier to look at. What you want to do is repeat this process. And again, I think it's really interesting and easy to use. Just go to the top 25 and pick some from there. So looking at the Case-Shiller U.S. National Home Price Index, for example, let's look at, again, the minimum date for 5 years, add widget. But what if, great, we added the S&P Case-Shiller U.S. National Home Price Index. But what if I have no idea what this is? What you want to do is go to either or, edit, or view on Fred. So let's click view on Fred. We could see this is an index that has steadily gone up and had a decline around that last financial crisis. But what's neat is that we can go back down to get more in depth of what this actually is by this description here, which this description is a little bit poor. So we can go to the release and we could see that this home price indices are the leading measures of U.S. residential real estate prices. It tracks changes in the value of residential real estate nationally. So if we find this to be informative, we could also copy it, go back to our dashboard, add widget, and we could add some notes. So let's paste this in here, add our widget to our dashboard, and now we have some notes of what some of this text actually means. We could put this side by side if we like, or what's really popular too for dashboard views is spreading this out pretty large and then having multiple definitions here so that anyone can come look at this on your team and know exactly what these mean. All right, so in the next segment, I'm going to quickly go over how to make your dashboards a little bit more intriguing by looking at changes from month over month, comparing different metrics, and doing it for your actual market. If you haven't already, please subscribe.